What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on Tesla stock.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And in today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on a price chart and how we get there. Then I will continue with the fundamental news and I will show you some results from their earnings report, and I have to say that these results are not so impressive. And at the end of this video, I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis, and I will show you what should we expect next. And before we get into all of that, if you guys would like to earn 2 free stocks with Moomoo valued up to $7,000, please check out that link in the description below. All you have to do is sign up for an account and deposit as little as $1. This is guaranteed free money. Full details you can see on the screen right now. So let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video right here. At this point, when the asset reached this sloping line, this line was the resistance, and I connect several tops, several swing highs of this price action. And despite this rollover, we had very good ranges of resistance from this line. And definitely, my main assumption was that in order to remain bullish, we should break this sloping line. Then we should break this resistance as well, and we should break this yellow line and this top. Only in these cases we might consider that Tesla is out of the woods, but for now I have to say that as you can see, we broke first range of resistance, hit the second one of $752.48, then went lower, retested this sloping line as the support, again retested this range as the resistance, and on the second attempt, on the basically third attempt, we broke it to the upside right after the earnings report. But I have to say, the volume right here on the breakout is basically close to nothing compared to previous volumes, and definitely this cannot be the real breakout. On top of that, we reached exactly the range of resistance from the previous swing high at $777.44, and we have this rollover, and as you can see, even on an hourly time frame, we don't have the candle, the body of the candle that is opened or closed above this range of resistance. And that is why it is not the breakout, it is just the attempt to make this breakout. And definitely we have the catalyst for this movement, and the catalyst is the earnings report. And on the first glance, as you can see, Tesla beats an expectations. They reported $2.27 of earnings per share with the estimates of $1.81, and they beat it by 25.64%, and the revenue is $16.934 billion compared to estimates of $16.539 billion, and they beat revenue by 2.39%. So, on the first glance, we have very good earnings report, but why in the world it didn't hold this range that it attempted to break? And let me show you why it is happening. First of all, let me show you the summary of their earnings report, and I don't want to dive deep into their numbers. I just want to pay your attention on one crucial number that is very important in my opinion. And let me quote you the highlights. So, cash. Operating cash flow less capex, free cash flow of $621 million in Q2. In total, $0.8 billion increase in our cash and cash equivalents in Q2 to $18.3 billion. And definitely this is a very good number by itself, and this number was the most important and concerning number for a lot of investors because of the China's lockdowns and the shutdown of Shanghai plant. Tesla was in a very sensitive situation when it might be cash flow negative. Next one, profitability. $2.5 billion GIP operating income. 14.6% operating margin in Q2, and I have to say that the margin is also decreasing. $2.3 billion GAAP net income, $2.6 billion non-GAAP net income in Q2, and 27.9% GAAP automotive gross margin in Q2. Operations. More than 1,000 vehicles produced in a single week at Gigafactory Berlin. Highest solar deployment in over 4 years. And definitely Tesla is still growing, and despite the problems in the Shanghai factory related to the COVID lockdowns in China, definitely Tesla is showing its strength. And because of this, you might consider this as a long-term investment. But let me switch to page number 24 of this report. It is a statement of cash flows. And right here you can see, and basically first of all, let me show you this article. We are on cnbc.com, and this article was published just several hours ago, and it's titled, Tesla has dumped 75% of its Bitcoin holdings a year after touting long-term potential. And the key points are following. Tesla said in its second quarter earnings statement that it has converted approximately 75% of our Bitcoin purchases into fiat currency. The company invested $1.5 billion in Bitcoin early last year. After a huge rally in 2021, the digital currency has plunged in value this year. And let me quote you more details. As of the end of Q2, we have converted approximately 75% of our Bitcoin purchases into fiat currency, Tesla said in its second quarter earnings statement on Wednesday. The company said those sales added $936 million in cash to its balance sheet. And let me show you this number right here, $936 million. It is a proceeds from sales of digital assets. So, next one. For Tesla, the fair market value of its Bitcoin holdings reached $2.48 billion in the first quarter of 2021 and ended the year at about $2 billion. The company didn't say at what price it sold or provide the size of its impairment, but Bitcoin started the second quarter at close to $46,000 and ended below $19,000. And if you ask Google when Tesla bought Bitcoin, you can see that they bought it in January 2021, and the price of Bitcoin at that moment was in between $32,000 and $33,000. And let me show you right here on this price chart. If we switch to crypto and turn on BTC price section, let me switch to daily time frame and let me show you this. Tesla bought their Bitcoins right here at this very moment, and they sold it in Q2 2022. And this means they sold it somewhere from the beginning of April, and the price at the beginning of April was roughly $46,000. And then at the end of June, it was as low as $19,000. This means they might sell some of these Bitcoins even with the losses. And definitely, they didn't disclose this information, but I think it might be the case, and definitely it is not the best sign for Tesla as well. So let me quote you further. The reason we sold a bunch of our Bitcoin holdings was that we were uncertain as to when the COVID lockdowns in China would alleviate, so it was important for us to maximize our cash position, Musk said in an earnings call on Wednesday. This should be not taken as some verdict on Bitcoin, he said, adding that Tesla is open to increasing its crypto holdings in the future. And definitely, this statement to maximize their cash position is very, very sensitive. Because let me show you right here. They have a net decrease or increase in cash and cash equivalents and restricted cash of about $847 million. And if we subtract from this number the value of their Bitcoin position, in this case, Tesla has a negative operating cash flow. And this is not a good sign from the investor standpoint. So, and let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, let me show you that on a bigger scale, we still have this as our highest point at the beginning of November 2021. And I have to say that I nailed this top to the tick. And you can watch the video on your top right corner and in the description below, where the accuracy of my predictions is more than 75%. And on a greater scale, probably we might have this is our A wave, this is our B wave, and we have to have the bottom of our C wave, and in my opinion we still have the possibility to hit about $500 mark. And this price action doesn't violate any Elliott wave theory rules, because we have 3 waves in our A wave, 3 waves in our B wave, and let me show you right here, we have almost completed 5 waves in our C wave. And let me switch to 4 hours time frame, and let me delete unnecessary tools. And right here, as you can see, we have this triangle, and let me mark this formation. I have to have ABCDE correction right here, and we have, this is our A wave, this is our B, this is our C, D, and right here we might have an E, or this might be the E. It is a double top pattern, and we have an overthrow of this price action, and usually the E wave has an overthrow or underthrow of this out of this formation, and because of this we might consider that the next leg should be to the downside. And if it is the case, we have to be very cautious, because if it breaks the range of about $691.16, then it breaks this sloping line, it will pretty much confirm that the next leg will be lower, and probably we might hit $500 mark. And if it happens, definitely it will be a perfect entry point, because in this case you will be able to have much more profits in the future with Tesla in 12 to 18 months perspective. So I think from the technical standpoint that's it for now. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stay